because my chair recommended that I apply for this dissertation fellowship, and I didn't think I was ready. And I'm sitting next to an honoree who told me, you will never feel your dissertation is ready. You have to birth this baby out, she said, and I just told her, I think I'm in my first trimester of this pregnancy, and I am okay with that. And it will be birthed next year, and I think you guys will see the product of it. And my chair knew Mariam, and when she told me about this fellowship, she said, Diana, Mariam was, wherever Mariam is, Mariam was writing this for you. She was writing this because, as a child of immigrants, but I'm a first-generation immigrant, she understood what immigration meant. She understood what that meant in terms of exclusion. She also understood what that meant in terms of opportunities. And I'm an immigrant who came as an adolescent and, struggled in various ways, but have found my path and my way, and have acknowledged that scholarship, research, activism, policy, and just being conscious, all of these things are one. They're not separate, they're not silos. And if we don't do research that honors the work of our women from the past, from our present, and who will be our future, I'm not sure what our policy landscape would look like. So I think we need people at the table that are reflective of what this nation will be. And this country is a nation of immigrants, and we have to acknowledge that. And our policies have embedded gender in it, have always had a gender component on it. And our immigrant policies have always had that too. And they've long gone ignored, and I want to shed some light on that. I want to give voice to these immigrant women and to our immigrant men who are struggling in the current context of exclusion, who are struggling in the current context of what people are calling Juan Crow, except it should be Juanita Crow. Because, again, right, we've always used gender. But it's just to say we have to shed a light on that. We have to remember that difference does not mean unequal, and difference does not mean injustice, but that difference means diversity, and that we could do something very powerful with that. And this conference is actually a testament to that. There's so much diversity in just one panel alone, practitioners, scholars, people impacted, formerly impacted, in a room discussing real issues that impact real people, not just in our academy, but in our lives. And for that, I am thankful, and hopefully next year you will see excerpts of my dissertation once it's been birthed out. And I truly believe she will be a beautiful product. And she will show the world that there is not only injustice embedded in our policy, but there are people actively fighting to resist it. And that we have to remember these engines of change, that we have to remember that anything that has been done that's unjust can also be undone to be adjusted. And that's the frame I'm looking forward to. So thank you again.